Q Knox in the house. What's up, man? Man, get it in the South. Delusional men, delusional women. You know, at the end of the day, there's a lot of delusion going around in today's the manosphere or just the world, period. So we gotta get away from the delusion. So I came up with five reasons why men are delusional and why women are delusional. Last Sunday, I posted a video. I'm using Waiting to the Excels, basically movie clip showing that they was, I guess they had like a girls' night out, and they was talking about pretty much, you know, that they're 30. I think Whitney Houston said she's 33 years old and can't find a man or can't find a good man. So I came up with those 5 reasons of why I felt like a woman would be delusional. So with that being said, guys, I'm going ahead and go off that list one more time. And then I actually didn't do the video with the men's, but I made a list of why men are delusional as well. So, you know, it's going to be, hopefully I'll be Ratchet TV today. I want you guys to make sure you can call in. And, you know, we get to that list in 1 minute. 1 second. I got to grab something out of one of my bags. So when y'all do call in, all right. So the first thing I'll say that make women delusional in today's world is their mothers. You know, a lot of times when a mother has balance and she's not a single mom, not saying all, but most of the time a woman have a better chance not to be delusional because her mother and her father brings balance, and a mother shows her daughter how to treat man by treating her husband. But sometimes when you had a single mother, just a single mother, and it just knocks off the balance to teach her daughter what not to do and what to do. Or her daughter may look at her mother's situation and say, you ain't got no man, so how you gonna tell me how to do things? Or you ain't with my dad or whatever. So sometimes this can go all over the place. But most of the time, women do not get the right advice from their mothers passed down unless, like I said, it's a balance. But there is some good women out there that didn't have a father and a mother in the house. But, you know, it's always an exception to the rule. But at the end of the day, a lot of times when women don't make these mistakes, they don't sit back. A lot of times women don't be accountable for the mistakes they make. So when single motherhood come along, it allows the woman to get away with murder later down the line. But mothers should actually warn their daughters what they should be to be wives. You know, women should be teaching other women to be wives, and we don't see that in today's society at all. So my number 2, I ran across a young lady a couple weeks ago, and she didn't even know what a simp was. So it's sad that women don't even know what simp energy is and what real man energy is. A lot of times simps is the guys that basically will drink your bath water. They will lead with their wallet. They basically show love before they understand what loyalty is. And simps are very insecure. They're really, unfortunately, they come from the single mother. They don't know what their masculinity as a man is. You know, if they had a father in the home, most of these simps, then they will understand how to be a man. You know, some of these simps don't even know how to change a tire, hook up a DVD player, anything. But a lot of times these guys want to put a woman on a pedestal and she ain't earned it yet. You know, anybody that you deal with gotta earn your respect and respect your boundaries. But simps don't have no boundaries. You find them on social media all the time. And women feel like, okay, they put them on a pedestal, but don't realize that these are not real men. These are simps. Simp behavior. Everybody that simped before is a man. I done simped. Guys was watching this simp a little bit before everybody done it. But at some point, you have to come grasp as a man as I have to have boundaries and respect for myself. Because as men, we are like dogs. We run around and go eat out of each other. I mean, we go eat in different yards, but if we find somebody that's loyal, we'll stay to ourselves and be that real stand-up man for you. But we have to grow into that. A lot of times we don't understand how to grow into it because we're distracted by social media and chasing ass. Because when we was young, That's all we want to do when we hit puberty. But we got to become understand putting ourselves first and loving the Most High. Understand what our boundaries and our respect for our own self is. So number 3, a lot of women have delusional friends that basically they take delusional advice from friends, even some family members. Like, watch women sometimes I feel like don't watch where they take the advice from. You know, if you look at a person and you wouldn't want their life, why would you take their advice? You know, a lot of times people take advice from people that, like, misery loves company. Like, if a person that you taking advice from got their shit together, then take the advice from them. But if they don't have their shit together, they shit's in a mess. They always dealing with this man, that man, the man, you know, but she want to give you advice how to keep a man, but she ain't got a man. That's the wrong woman to listen to. So make sure you not listen to women that's on that bullshit. Like, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, if you really want people in your life that reflects off you. You know what I mean? So you know, you don't want nobody that's the loudest one in the room, is the weakest one in the room, because those type of people are the people that's doing it don't even know who they are. So make sure you find good energy people to not make you think delusional. Now, it's good to have friends that's single, but just understand you can't tell people everything, because at the end of the day, the people that's close to you are the ones that stab you in the back. All right, number 4. Hair, makeup, nails. A lot of time women think this is the end all be all with the hair, makeup, and nails. What's up, my boys? Hulk is in the building. What's going on, Hulk? But a lot of times women think hair, makeup, and nails is the end all be all, especially in the Black community. Like, my thing is, get your body type. A man is going to look at a woman's body before they look at anything else. And especially if he's long-term thinking, man, a marriage-minded man or a relationship type man, he don't want to be in the gym and she's not in it. All she cares about is getting her hair, her makeup, and her nails done. Like, that don't mean nothing for us. Like, we want the body to fit the face. So you got to work on your body. A lot of times women think, if I just throw face pics, that's the end all be all. You can't just be on the end all be all with that. You got to make sure your body's tight. And it's for your health. It's something, nothing should excite anybody besides getting in the gym and being in control of their own life, their own finances, their own spiritual, their own mental, all that. And really your health is your wealth. If I look at you and if you can't take care of yourself, how you going to take care of me? Or how you going to help me? You know, I remember I always say this in my videos. If you get on an airplane and they tell you of emergency to happen, put on your oxygen mask first before you assist somebody else. So just like me, how I'm going to give y'all advice if I'm fat and sloppy and all, you know, how I'm going to tell you anything about the gym if I don't put myself in there. So it's all about energy versus energy, you versus you, like I always said. Get your plan together, get your program together, because at the end of the day, you know, hair, nails, makeup, that's a good in the long run, but that's just you know, at the end of the day, that's bullshit. You want to make sure your body is on point, because you're in control of that. Nobody else but you. Number 5, society don't hold women accountable. So this make another thing that make a woman thinks very delusional. You know, at the end of the day, women always have something to fall back on. Ever since they passed the laws back in the 1960s and kicked the black man out the house, or just a man, period, not even black man, just man, period, and saying we will assist you if you don't have a man live with you. That they destroyed, broken the homes up. At that point, I think in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, black people was the most married in the United States. But once the welfare came and made a woman not accountable for having a man in her home, and the child support laws and all the other things that go along with it, and social media puts you on a platform, it makes women think they can do without a man. And at the end of the day, the man is the head, the woman is the neck. And if a woman walking around with no head and just a neck, she gonna fucking fall on her face. And it's just the truth. I mean, a lot of times people don't like to hear the truth. Now, it's nothing wrong with a woman being masculine to take care of something, being single when she's single, but she gotta learn how to handle over the reins to the right type of male, not a simp. You know, I always say it's 95% women out there and it's 5%ers. I look for the 5% women, not the 95%, because the 95% is going out. They all taking pictures on the sink, showing their ass. Same old, same old. A real man gonna look at that. He might not say nothing, and that's the sad part about it. Real man, we don't run our mouth about how we feel about society most of the time. Most of the time, we let women we hand on the rope and let them hang themselves. Because sometimes when you get somebody's number, you go to their social media and it tells you everything you need to know. You don't even need to have a conversation. That's my point 5. All right, so now I'm gonna start talking about the guys. Yeah, you're right, Hulk. I mean, all right. So now I'm gonna talk about the guys. What's delusional about man? What makes man delusional in the world? The first thing I feel like that destroy men as well is the single moms and the absent father. You know, sometimes a man don't know how to be a man until he watch a man be a man. Like my father, I wouldn't know how to be the man if it wasn't for my father. But at the same time, when they're raised by a single mother trying to be a man, it makes them get older and grow and put women on that pedestal and be a simp and not even take accountability for their actions. They act like feminine energy is a man always should take care of his responsibilities, no matter if you with the female or his word or his bond. When you raised by a single mom, sometimes as a man, you think delusional. There's a lot of baby dudes out there that won't take care of their responsibility, won't say what they mean and don't mean what they say because they got so far away with dealing with these single moms, or their mother was treating them like son husbands or whatever. They don't know how to hit that switch and be a man because they haven't seen. And that's why a lot of guys, when we have children, we have to, even if it don't work out, we have to be there. We have to be there and show our children how to be man, especially and our daughters how to find a husband. And in the black community and all communities, an absentee father will make a man or a woman live like their life will be unbalanced. So bringing on to number 2. Well, yeah, number 2, money. Money is not the end all be all with man. A lot of times men think if I only just get this money, I can just, have her. At the end of the day, people like, let me see, who I want to say, Boris Kojo, the Asia Elbras in the world, they got money, but I bet you they still got somebody to turn them down. Everybody is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. We got Mike calling in. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, Zach?
Yeah, I'm gonna run out this list real quick, just down the line real quick. We talking about delusional women, delusional man. I'm working on a man right now, so.
Oh shit!
But I was like, number 2 is money. A lot of times, guys think when they get money that's the end all be all. It's not the end all be all. You have to maintain. Your life is maintenance. A lot of times people don't understand that your whole life is maintenance. And when you get the money, if you don't spend that money right or invest that money right or do what you need to do with your money, it's just money in the long run because you can, same reason you got it, same reason you get it away. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, if you worship money more than the Most High, then what that makes you in the long run. So, that's my number 2. You got anything to add on that, Mike? About my first one was what would make men delusional with single moms and the father being absent in the home. And my number 2 was money for men. You got anything that you feel like? Do you feel like that make men delusional money?
Man, I think that's definitely some real shit what you're saying right there because they ain't got their money right and they ain't keeping up and standing up on their principles for how they should spend that money or how should they invest that money to make that money come back to them in the correct way. Then yeah, they're gonna fall and they won't last that long. And as far as about maintaining Yeah, they definitely got to keep up with that maintenance. If they know that they're investing in some shit and they doing all of these investments in women rather than investing in themselves like they should have been from the first place, from the jump, then yeah, that's a recipe for disaster because as quick as you got it, that shit can go. Same thing with women, bro.
Exactly. So moving on to number 3. And I feel like this one can go hand in hand. Another thing that make a man think delusional or act delusional is watching too much porn. Unfortunately, porn is really, you gotta really look at what you're looking at. It's really behind the scenes. It's acted out, even though it's real sex. But sometimes men are delusional about porn. Now that can go, like I said, it can go 2 different ways. You can actually hurt yourself by watching too much porn as a man, because at the end of the day, when you get with a real female, you ain't gonna know how to react or act as a man. And some of the things you see on porn, you can make that happen in real life, but you gotta be confident in yourself to make it happen. But at the same time, everything you see on porn is not real life. It's no different than watching social media or platforms like Instagram, Facebook. It's a highlight. It's a highlight of a sex act that you're watching. How you feel about men being delusional on porn, Mike?
Man, I think that men shouldn't, you know what I'm saying, think of sex the end all be all, watching these porn movies and shit. Like, if anything, they should try to invest in their own lives and create their own stats so where they won't have to, need or look up to porn just to, you know what I'm saying, get through life. Because if you're constantly looking at porn, if you're constantly thinking about sex all the time, you're actually stunting your growth on what you can be doing in real life. Like, if you're worried about sex all the time and you're watching porn all the time, that could be the same time you could work on investing in yourself, as well as, you know what I'm saying, making your own money, making your own business, and let the women come to you as long as you work on yourself.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, like I always tell guys, it's you versus you. You have to find a program how to run your life. Your program is part of your boundaries, part of your standards, part of how you feel. You move it the way you want to move. You don't move the way society wants you to move. You find a way around society and move the way you can move to how that playbook of life to make you win. So with that being said, you have to get a hold of your sexuality as a man. A lot of times women have a hold of their sexuality because guys been trying to have sex with them since they was 12 years old. So it's easy for them to say no to sex. As men, we have to, put down the porn, have some some substance in our life, and realize that sometimes it ain't all about sex. It ain't all about this. It ain't all about that. It's more about, following the Most High and understanding, our purpose and our plan for being here on this earth. That comes along with it. Women are going to come and go. Sex is going to come and go. But at the end of the day, we got to get a hold of it.
That's real shit. That's real shit right there.
Yeah, but Q-Nox, I ain't said don't watch porn, man, because everybody got to watch it at some point, but at the same time, we have to not have that what I want to say, that imprint on us that when we leave the house, we're like some hungry dogs when we see women. Like, come on, man. Like, at the end of the day, like, we gotta, be in touch with ourselves. We gotta lead with ourselves, not lead with what we want. We gotta not be lustful. That's basically what I'm saying, guys. So I'm not shaming nobody in the chat or nothing, but make sure we get a hold on our porn and we don't think delusional when it comes to dealing with women.
Can I just chime in for a minute?
You said what? Go ahead.
Can I just chime in real quick?
Yeah.
I think what a lot of men don't realize is this. You could chase after a woman, but that's not the right mindset that you want to be in, because if you do, it'll leave you open to some shit that you don't want and possible trouble with the law or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? So you never ever want to leave yourself open like that to the point where you're not aware or fully alert or haven't worked on yourself to the point where you hold yourself to a higher standard. You hold more value on who you are rather than just let sex lead you. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, A woman can come to your house or come to your apartment and all of a sudden say he raped me. And if you coming off with that if you go out sometimes you come off with that energy of, oh, I need some, or your head can't even stay straight and focus on what you doing while you out and about. It just turned this and like that. Like, come on, man. Like, that's why I said guys gotta get the delusion out their mind when it comes to females, and understand how to be, basically have control of their own standards. So that's my number 3. Number 4, stuff, basically like having a lot of materialistic things. Materialistic things is more, it's similar to the money thing, but sometimes guys feel entitled because if they got a flashy car, nice house, nice body, uh, long hair that a lot of guys, sometimes guys got butters or braids, or back in the day, back in the day when I was coming up, they had them, that guys that had the long hair felt like women should be able to come up to them. Like, at the end of the day, no matter what you have, don't lead with that. It should be a compliment of who you are as a man. But you lead with that shit, it's gonna complicate you. Because every woman, eventually you're gonna find a woman that's gonna fall for that bait, but then you're gonna find a woman that's gonna bait and switch on your ass. She gonna take the bait, then she gonna switch on you. You gonna allow her to allow yourself to be used by using the things that's nice for your life, and getting women to, drawing them in, and then they're gonna use you right back. So always protect what you have. It's good to have stuff, but at the end of the day, don't lead with stuff, because a woman gonna look at you, a real woman gonna look at you and say those are insecurities, to cover up your insecurities, to having all this shit, having this nice car, doing this, doing that. That should just be a bonus. A lot of times guys feel like, if I go get this Mercedes Benz, or get these Louis shoes, or this Armani suit, and this Gucci watch, or whatever, oh, she gonna be all on me, man. But that don't mean nothing. I seen guys pull chicks with t-shirts and shorts on. Oh, it should never mess up your confidence, because what you have, you gotta be over what you have. Like, be above the influence in life. You gotta know who you are. Like you could just put on a damn shirt, and then that's why I'm saying that's why it's so important about getting in the gym and working on yourself, working on your grooming, because that's the little stuff don't even matter. The big stuff matters. How you feel about that, Mike?
Man, I feel like that shit is real, on some real shit. That shit is the truth. Because I personally, myself, I go to the gym and I always try to stay more focused on my health, because you already know materialistic possessions degrade and lose value over time. It's like when women hit the wall. So more or less, if you know what you got, you should always remember to invest in yourself and always keep in perfect health. Because no matter what you have, that could always go too. It'll come and go. Just like when something else leaves your life, something else new may come along. So you always got to remember to maintain that jump.
Facts. Now the call lines is open. Anybody want to add on? Just because Mike on here don't mean we got multiple people. Anybody want to call? Go ahead and call if you want to. Just want to let you guys know that. So I'm not just taking one call at a time. So we got multiple callers on here. Moving on to number 5, man running game. At the end of the day, that's delusional as hell. Like, running game is basically selling yourself short. Because when we run game as man, just to get what we want, we create headaches in our life. Like, you will sell out for a piece of the veg, and then have a headache on top of that in the long run. Because sometimes once you get that, sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Sometimes once you bust one, get one off, and you ran that game on her, and especially if it wasn't like you thought it would be, or whatever, it was just a random sex act, then a lot of guys lose interest after they bust one. And that's why, but at the same time, they keep chasing, and feel like that's going to help them in the long run. A lot of guys run game because they ain't over the game they got ran on from their past. A lot of guys go through shit with women, and they feel like, okay, I got to go out there and emotionally fuck women up or and do this, and they feel like they become serial daters, and at the end of the day, they use women for their prey, and then when they run that game, it's really just it's screwing themselves up because at the end of the day, it's not really making them happy. And a lot of times, men think when they run game on a woman, and once they get what they want, then they gone in the win. And the same thing, like women do the same thing. They get that bag, get a man to pay a couple bills. They might lay down with them, but they both like selling their soul, like what they say, what man proffers the world and gain the whole, lose their soul and gain the whole world. But at the end of the day, game is just like that's delusion. It's good to be who you are as a man. Like, be honest. If your intentions is short term, short term, what a situation with a woman, then do what you do. Just be honest with her. Like, I'm not looking for nothing, and if she want to entertain that, she know what that means. A lot of times women don't even do that. Women, they be going through a breakup or having a guy that they would, and then all of a sudden then they go ghost as well. So a lot of times people go ghost because they're not being honest with their own selves. And you don't need no game. The best game you should play is working on yourself, being honest with yourself, and then being honest with others. Then you don't have to run a game, because at the end of the day, like, why would you want to go ahead and destroy souls? How you feel about running game?
I mean, a woman always wants to make sure that a man has game because, at the end of the day, she don't want to born in any old plain dude. But at the same time, a lot of men have to realize is this. You have to be natural and comfortable with who you are. If you're not comfortable with who you are, then that's an issue, obviously. But if you have what you got and you know you're doing what you got to do, eventually you won't even need game. The women will naturally come to you. But if you're going ahead and you're running game like you don't know who you are, then more or less that's going to become a problem at the end of the day, because eventually either that person is going to see through you, or you're not going to really be able to keep up with what you're trying to pretend to be. So eventually it's going to catch up to you. So just be yourself. And the rest will fall through. If she wants to stick around, she'll stick around. If she wants to go ahead and fuck off somewhere, then let her go fuck off.
Yeah, that's facts all day. Like, at the end of the day, game is just something that's gonna put you in a position that you still eventually won't know who you are. You basically just like putting on a costume, playing a character, and then and at the end of the day, once you be with a woman, especially if you got with her for the game, it takes away your transparency as a person, because you got to play this role forever. And then once you can only wear that mask for so long, and once you wear that mask and then you get exposed, then a lot of women, they end up finding themselves, and a lot of men as well, they start finding themselves with a person that they thought they fell in love with, but they fell in love with a monster. So a lot of times the best way for any man to get around, or any woman to get around game, and man to stop running game, is just work on yourself and become the best version of yourself and present yourself like you are. Because I could never tell nobody how to be me. I only know how to be for me. And you got to be the best you for yourself. And then when you be the best you for yourself, you recognize who rock with you and who don't. When you run around trying to be like everybody on the gram and everybody on Love and Hip Hop, it makes you lose who you are as a man. And, at the end of the day, you just eventually be a lost soul. So I'm going to go over the women thing, because you called in while I was talking about the men. And but do you have anything to add to that list, though? Because the first thing I said is single moms, dead, absent in the home, uh, basically fast money, porno. Then I talk about the running game stuff, and then where really is status too. I ain't put that on there. A lot of times, guys think they got status, so they think, well, they're entitled. I kind of did talk about that with like the clothes and stuff like that, the name brand stuff. You got anything to add to it, Mike, that you think you could add why men think so delusional in today's society?
Man, I think a lot of times if they're delusional, the main thing they really have to do is these are people that haven't found themselves, and they're in such denial that there's really no going back for them. No matter even how many times you try to reach out to them, they have to realize it's within themselves as to where they made that mistake. And all you can do is pray for them, because there's nothing you can really do for them at that point. If you try to tell them, they'll fight you even more to live the lie rather than live the truth. Because the truth hurts, and for some people, that's a hard pill to swallow. Know what I mean? So that's all I gotta say. Wake up, people. Wake up. Be the truth and hold some accountability, especially with the women of today.
All right. So, like on the woman's side, I said the things that women don't, that make them delusional is they mothers don't tell them the truth, or don't basically, tell them how to treat a man. Like mothers, even if you're a single mama and things didn't work out when you did have the prize as a man, a woman should be real with her daughter. Like, don't be like I did. Like as parents, period, we have to, the mistakes we take in life, we have to pass down and tell our kids, don't do what I did. And a lot of times I feel like with the society, when they don't hold women accountable, that women are going to raise their children and pointing the finger at the man instead of just being real and say, well, I'm fucked up and I pushed a good man away. I did this. But my number one was mothers. Number two was simps. Number three was bad friend advice. Number four was like women think makeup, hair, and nails is the end all be all, but they won't get in the gym and work on their bodies. And then the number 5 was society don't hold them accountable, because you got the welfare, you got the child support laws, you got the marriage. Actually, I didn't talk about how marriage, a woman could just come in and just take half from a man, and society stands there and open the door for us to take half your damn assets in the long run. So you got anything to add on that, Mike?
Shit, man, that's the truth right there, bro. That's the truth right there. So until there's a change for people to really see that shit and to act on it, then we're in for some really, really hard times. And it's a fucked up deal, but hard pill to swallow, like I said before, man. But what we can do is try to work on ourselves for those that actually do want to hold themselves accountable, and just leave the rest with the chips and let them get hit with the shit where the chips is gonna fall where they lay. That's it.
Yeah. A lot of times we don't think about this though, but hypergamy plays a hell of a role in bonding with the opposite sex. What I mean by that, if you're gonna even have a marriage the way the marriage should be, but the society made us everything to the point that both parties have to work. But technically, a woman should be able to stay home, be the helpmate, groom the kids, and the fathers should be out there grinding, getting everything. So back in the day, that's why it kind of worked, because it got to the point that a woman wouldn't be exposed to the social media or none of this stuff. Now a woman exposed to all this hot girl summer shit, this I'm single this, I'm single that. It makes a woman feel like she don't need a man just because society did brainwashed her and told her that. But if we can I doubt we ever get back in my lifetime to when the father goes to work and the mother stay home and watch and be with the kids. Because that's how my life was. My mom was a housewife. My daddy, they got married, and after 5 years, my mama stopped working, or they had my brother, and then when they had me, she was like, my dad was like, you putting it down, just take care of the kids, I'm gonna hold down the house. And my mama rarely had friends because she didn't have time. She had time to just take care of my brother and me, and that's it. She didn't have time to go run around with females and this and that. And then she told me the first 5 years of the marriage, that's what me and her and my dad did. She ran around with her girls and stuff like that. She had 5 years to do what the hell she wanted to do when she was married. Not saying that was just, partying, but they waited to have kids. A lot of people don't have balance and a plan to make a program work with the family, the way families are these days. So, but unfortunately, I feel like marriage could work if everybody get to doing what they need to be doing. Women should be mastering the nurturing, the helpmate part, and man should be out there providing. So, but unfortunately, in this day and age, we won't have that balance. And every once in a while, you can get that balance, but it depends if the man's a high value man and he has a woman that she's willing to sit down. Now, that's the key. There ain't too many women willing to sit down and take care of home and take care of kids and be a homemaker. How you feel about that? I guess I lost Mike, so.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I think honestly what you said is the truth right there. And what you got to remember is that a lot of people don't want to have an understanding of what to do because of social media and the way how things are being. But if we happen to get back into that, for those that are still holding to that value of what needs to be done to actually have respect for the relationship and most of all know their role and proceed as that, then it would be better off in that relationship. For the ones that don't want to communicate, for the ones that don't want to go in with the programming, just gotta leave them, let them go and do whatever they gotta do. But you know what you're going for, so you go for that. But other than that, leave those kind of people that are not willing to communicate, not willing to go with the program and go with the flow. Leave them right there. That's it.
That's facts. I mean, a lot of times, and in society, we don't think about how it holds us down, how it distracts us from being the best version of ourselves and, being who we need to be and having the mindset to understand that we can make it out here if we just basically find balance. So a lot of times it's all about finding balance as a man and a woman, because when you think delusional, that's basically, you're in a fiction world. It's just like, when you read books, you got the non-fiction section and you have a fiction section. Like, you choose where you want to read and choose how you want to read. When you used to go to the library back in the day. Nowadays, people don't even know how to find a damn library because everything's on the phone, everything here and there. And I feel like the phone is our biggest enemy. We got to learn how to use it in the right way to have accountability for the things we do while we on the phone as well. You got anything to add about how the phone could probably, be your biggest help and your biggest hurt, Mike?
Well, basically, I mean, the whole thing is this. Well, what you got to remember, a lot of people don't understand, or they do understand their role and they don't want to proceed with it. But my theory is, if everybody knew their role, they're supposed to play that role, and if they can't play that role, then, like you said.
All right, now we still got time for anybody else that want to chime in. We're still taking calls, so if anybody want to call in, I'd like to hear from a young lady about how she feel about this list. I'm welcoming you to call in. If you need me to put the number in the chat, I will. Let me see. I'm gonna put it.
Ladies. That's right, ladies. Don't be afraid to call in. We want to hear y'all. We want to hear y'all suggestions too. You know what I mean? Real shit, fellas. Y'all know what to do, man. Y'all out there, man. Stop acting like y'all don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, sometimes people don't want to, come in with, understanding what it is. And, at the end of the day, a lot of times people, they know what they need to do, but they just won't do it. And that's the hard part, a hard pill to swallow, because that's why I always tell people it's you versus you. And, therapy is just, really, getting on panels like this, listen to content like this, understanding and waking the hell up, because the world is not going to sit there and pick your ass up when you fall down. Even though I know a lot of times, especially for a man got to get his ass up and work, period. A woman, they get a little leeway, but at the end of the day, when they hit that certain age or a certain time when they can't get the benefits from society no more, can't get no more child support, can't get no more this and that, or just single and can't find a man to marry them at a certain age, then they gonna feel the wrath too. So a lot of times you see a lot of angry women when they get in older age because they ran through everything, all the resources they had, they didn't play their hand, they burnt the bridge, and at the end of the day, at the end of the day, now they gotta look in the mirror at the real truth of, you know what, I should took advantage of, what I should have took advantage of a long time ago, instead of
when reality struck. Yep.
yeah,
When reality struck.
reality.
I've seen a situation one time. This chick, she was like, I say like what, in her 30s, right? I was in my 20s at the time. I get a strange ass fucking call on my phone, a text. So I'm like, what the fuck? And now she's like, well, I was just calling you to figure out how you was. Now, need I mind you, this individual, they was living like that wild, like you said, hot girl summer lifestyle. So I backed off. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we cool, but I ain't down with that shit what you down with. You know what I'm saying? There's repercussions to that. Now she played around. Her dude done left her and shit because I guess he got tired of it. And when, she hit that wall, she hit that wall and it was a wreck. She's like, now I'm 50. And I didn't even bother to respond. I just laughed because I'm like, yo, you had all that fucking time to work on yourself and you played around and you just got what you got. You got the reality on the back end when your time is up.
Yeah, I mean.
But as a man, if you work on your shit, you'll have more time extended to you.
Now, one thing, men do hit the wall too. Now, like, and that's why we all on here talking about Planned Purpose program. You versus you. You gotta go ahead and do your job as a man to work on yourself. Like, it's 24 hours in a day. You gotta at least, I don't know, I sleep 6 hours most of the time. So that means I got 18 hours to work on the things I gotta go work on, go to work, do this, do that. So at being the lead of my own life, like, nothing should excite you besides working on yourself and getting better. Like, not, when you sitting there drowning in misery and not got your shit together, that shit should just drag you. Days should go by like years sometimes. But when you already got your plan together, how you gonna schedule this, how you gonna do that, when you treat yourself at high value, you will become high value. A lot of times men don't, they hear a figure and say you got to make that much to be considered high value. To me, it's all about the mindset, because at the end of the day, I know it's guys that make $1 billion, as a billionaires out there, but at the end of the day, I would never compare them to me because I know only one stack 44. So I'm not about to worry about comparing myself to a different man because I'm gonna be the best version of me. So, that's another thing. A lot of times society feel like it distract us and make us feel like, okay, if I'm not like that guy or that woman, then I'm not this, I'm not that. No, you be the best you, and you be the hidden gem for yourself. A lot of times people don't understand, if you just be the hidden gem for yourself, that's all that fucking matters. Like, it doesn't matter if you sitting there trying to matter for yourself before you matter for anybody else. So how you feel about that, man, when people just, low value people, or people, don't know themselves and don't realize that they have value, but they just got to become the best version of their own selves?
Honestly, I think what it comes from, just like you said, is the mindset. I had a guy once talk to me, and he had a lot going on for himself, but what happened was he didn't hold himself to a higher standard, and he was letting a lot of people run over him. And I told him, I said, you know what? I bet you any amount of money that when you start to develop a backbone, and you know when to, basically let certain people go their own way and you don't be bothered with them no more, then you'll be considered a high value. But if you go ahead and you just take any project on and, not hold yourself to a higher standard when you're getting fucked out of a deal or being taken advantage of, you got to start holding these people accountable, for their fuck ups. But more or less hold yourself accountable as well. You got to hold yourself accountable for considering yourself to be a high value man, and hold those accountable who don't respect you, to have them hold themselves accountable for when they don't have any respect for themselves as well, and just move forward accordingly and hold yourself to a higher standard.
Yeah, but a lot of times people don't understand when you become that self-improvement stage. A lot of times you're gonna have to tell people no. That's if and no if ands about it. You're gonna have to tell people no. You're gonna have people come for you because they see you changing, and sometimes your peers see greatness in you than you don't even see in yourself. So that was one reason why people is gonna fucking run for the water because they like, damn, this dude about to go and get his shit together. I already know what he could be made of when he all right, but if he go and from 70 to 100% of himself, then they don't want to see that monster. So then that's when the hating start and all the other bullshit. So like a lot of times your self improvement is gonna come with a lot of people trying to knock you off of it. And the best thing you could tell a person is the word no when you're doing your self improvement because you have obligations for your life. And then like a lot of times I feel like this Mike, that we get a lot of times we get these pagan holidays, everybody's fucking birthday and they celebrating this and celebrating that. You know how much damn money you spend in those delusional holidays and delusional this, delusional that, just because you got to be at everybody's damn event or every time somebody doing something, you got to be there. On top of the delusion of going off to college, getting a degree, and then now you in fucking student loan debt, but then you still want to go on the hot girl summer trips, or as a guy, you want to go on hot boy trips, but you don't even really technically have the money. You got the credit, but your credit growing every year, just like your weight is. Your debt and your weight growing every year if you don't do something about it. So, like I always tell people you got to do something about it, man. How you feel about people that don't do nothing about what they should be? When you do, because the most important things we have, guys, is our time and our choices. You guys are watching me right now because you choose to, and it's part of your time. So, how you feel about people that's wasting their time and their choices, and then they look up, oh shit, I'm 40, I'm 50, I'm 60. What the hell I did do all my life? How you feel about people that don't even realize what they doing, Mike?
Man, that's some hard shit right there. The saddest thing about that is wasted talent, period.
Yeah, like I think I got the Kobe shirt on today, guys. And last week was Kobe's birthday. But it was the first birthday he had since he passed. But I remember he did a video, and I did it on one of my videos. I don't know which one it is. I know I used the movie clip of what was that, Higher Learning, and I was like, he was saying you got to maximize your potential. You know what your potential is, but hit that shit to the max, and don't allow it to sit there and be wasted. So a lot of times we know what we have inside, but we need to reach down and get it. You know what I mean? Because it ain't gonna come just jump on you, just jump out and it happens. You got to bring it out yourself. A lot of times we don't want to bring the shit out ourselves because we scared of the outcome. But at the end of the day, you only live once. You miss 100 shots that you don't take in life, and you gotta take the shots. Like if you don't take the shots in life, then what the hell? Because sometimes you take shots and you gonna miss, but you got to realize that ball come back down. You got to grab that rebound, put that shit back up. Because the best thing about taking a shot from a distance and you miss, you follow your shot. When you get that ball, the layup is basically easier than the shot, because once you take that layup, you understand that the lesson you learn to how to put the ball back in the basket. And a lot of times people don't look at it like that. How you feel about taking shots in life, but it don't work right away, but then it work in the long run? Like, how you feel about that?
I mean, me personally, I think my honest opinion is this: if you know you got to take choices and chances in life, that's what life is all about. Life is a game of chance. If you don't work on yourself to increase your high probability of becoming successful and take those chances and learn from the lessons from the mistakes that you made in the past to make it better for yourself in the future, then you're going to keep learning, but you're going to have a very hard time. And eventually, hopefully, you won't keep learning until your time is up.
Exactly. Like I want my guys that come over on my channel, everybody that I tell you guys stack attack your life, stack up your life. I want you guys stacking up your life to the point that you basically you understand the level of who you are as a man and you can help others. If you can't help others and you come on this platform, then what are you really doing? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's gonna bring you a legacy. Like at the end of the day, you guys, it's single guys or guys that grew up with single moms that need this content. They need this content because I might be like a big brother they never had. I might be a father figure they never had. These guys need to hear this information to understand how to fight the delusion out there. Because, at the end of the day, when delusion is out there, life becomes just an illusion and you're lost. So, a lot of times, we don't want to, look at get therapy. This is therapeutic right here. This channel, this is damn near free. This is free. That's why I say anybody want to call in. Let's get your point of view. Let's talk about it. Well, nobody gonna, be mean to you, but let's just talk about what's going on and what you feel about the topic. But sometimes, a lot of times, people do not want to go get help. They feel like they can fix themselves, and you can't. Like I have to have therapy. I have to have somebody to talk to. I feel like everybody else should do the same thing, man. How you feel about people that's not getting that therapy? Getting the therapy they need from people.
Man, I wish back then I would have had this channel available to me because back then we didn't have social media. Back then we didn't have YouTube. Back then we didn't have a lot of these high value content channels, which is needed for the future for everybody. Not just men, not just women, but everybody to better themselves. I think this high content, high value material is absolutely essential towards people bettering themselves in life. Period.
What's up, China? China in the building. China White. Go subscribe to her, guys. If you guys want to know what a real feminine female is that lead with femininity, go subscribe to my girl China. But yeah, man, you're right. I mean, the platform of just of social media, we use it for all the wrong things instead of all the right things. A lot of times people don't, realize that you have, greatness right there. Like people are really can find something on YouTube and find a self. Get it? It's YouTube. Get it? You have to, apply yourself to what you want to hear on how you want to do things. Like I said, your time, your choices. Don't be the person that talk about things happen. Be the person that make things happen. And don't be the person that sit back in the back of the room and watch things happen because watching from afar ain't gonna get you nowhere. And a lot of times we go through this, within ourselves, don't think about how we're gonna affect the next generation or how we can just say something to one person and it can change their life. My mama always told me back in the day, it's like you follow the signs. Because if you don't follow the signs, how you gonna know where you're going in life? Period. Even if you was to say, hey, I'm going, to this party, how the hell you gonna get there if you can't read? This content is for you to understand how to read signs and read the shit that you need to understand to make you a better person. And really, guys, make sure, get the likes up. Make sure you guys share this because, I know it's a small platform right now, but one day it's going to grow to the point that, I need you guys that's, out there that share this stuff that's going to help somebody because it's going to save somebody's life and it's free to do. Just hit the share button and send it to somebody and hit the like button because the more likes you get and the more shares we get, more people we can touch and help them not be delusional because at the end of the day, it's not just about man being red pill and understand female nature and red pill of life. We got to understand the life of just period. Because only way we're gonna be good with the other gender is just being real with each other. Because a man and a woman together is a scary thing. But at the same time, men need women, women need men, and that's the real shit. That's how I feel. What you feel about that, Mike?
Amen, bro. That's real shit. Real shit right there. We all need each other at the end of the day. Somebody to say that they don't need somebody and they thinking that, hey, I can just do it all on my own, they're wrong. Because eventually, that kind of attitude will catch up to you, and then you won't really have no help. You really be fucked. So you real right with that shit. Real talk.
So yeah, we're gonna go over this list one more time and we're gonna get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? But I was talking about the 5 things that make women delusional and 5 things that make men delusional. And I'm gonna go over this one more time and I'm gonna give Mike's insight and we're gonna close and get out of here and let somebody else call, then I'll keep it going a little bit longer. But the first thing that make a woman delusional is her mother needs to tell her the truth about men, period. Even if she's a mother that's a wife, she needs to tell her daughter how to treat her husband, what type of husband to look out after or want. Because most time a woman are gonna go after a man like her father. But if the father is absent, the mother need to be real about why he's absent, the bad choice she might have made to get her here, or everything can't be just the man's fault. I know it's exceptions against the rule, but sometimes women make bad choices when it comes down to men, and they're the gatekeepers of sex. So make sure you guys are making better choices, women. Simps is my number 2 that make women delusional. Women need to understand what is a real man and what's the simp. If you got a stand-up father at home and he's doing everything, he telling you the game, he telling you how men think, then that's a stand-up father. But you have a father that's absent from the home, go find somebody that's married, that's a balanced man to find out, pick his brain. A lot of times women, some women don't even know what simps is. That's the sad part about this shit. A lot of times women don't know what simps is. Number 3, make sure your choice of friends are like on the same level as you on. Like they said, birds of a feather flock together. Make sure the people that you have in your circle is giving you the right advice. And if they is your friend, make sure they reflect off who you are. Because at the end of the day, don't take advice from somebody's life that you don't want. Number 3, hair, makeup, nails is good, but at the end of the day, a man cares about a woman's body in the long run, because a lot of times when women are in those wall ages or close to the wall, if you ain't got your body together, you got to look at a man that do got his shit together, can go date down real quick and go get a 20-something-year-old chick. And a lot of times women don't understand that. For real, though, because at the end of the day, man.
I'm laughing because it's the truth. It's the truth.
They don't realize that a man could just like, you know what, you ain't got your shit together. All you care about is the hair and nails. I don't want to work out because it's gonna mess up my hands. I don't want to work out, it's gonna mess up my makeup. It's gonna mess up my hair. You better figure a damn program out to keep that body right. Because at the end of the day, man don't care fuck about that hair and shit. They want to make sure that they ain't got move nothing to the side when they trying to have sex with you. Number 5, society. Hold on, we got somebody calling in. I think it's China. Hello.
Hello. What's good, Zach?
What's going on, China? China White in the building.
What's good, fam? I see you over here doing your thing.
I'm trying, I'm trying, I need to get you on one of these when we do it, take some calls in on your channel or something. And I think that'd be interesting.
I'm not doing panels on my main channel or whatever. But when I'll bring the squad over here when I get ready to do it. I'll send people your way when we get ready to do a collab on your channel.
Okay. So how you feel about the delusion from men and women? I don't know if you heard the list that I was calling off.
I didn't hear all of it. I just finished the live stream, but as soon as I seen the notification, I came in. I listened to a little bit, and you were talking about
women that are delusional about their body, right? And she want to get with a man that's more, got his shit together. I feel like that woman, if she's even trying to date, she has self issues. I don't even call it the wall. I call it women with issues because she refused to look at herself and see the things she needs to fix. That is a woman that is delusional, but she's insecure as well. So she will hide those things and hope that you don't see it.
Hey, that's a fact. I mean, I hate to say it. The other day, I was thinking like, if I ever get with a woman again, I'm like, she gotta show me who she really is. She gotta take the fucking hair out. You know, I want to see everything, like no makeup, nothing. I want to see you at yourself to see, can you even take that mask off? Some women can't even probably take that mask off. Period. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. And that right there, I'm gonna tell you, that is a huge deal for women. That's why I came up without my lashes. I don't have my makeup on. Like people see like the real me on my channel when I came up. And these are things women must understand. Like when you are trying to hide who you are with a man, that is that strong insecurity that you will wear like 20 pounds of makeup. I don't wear makeup. I wear lashes. But you will wear all that makeup just to hide who you are. And to me, it look like dead people. I'm just going to be honest. Like, when I see a woman standing in front of me and I can see like the powdery stuff on her skin, it looks like dead people to me. Like, it just looks like don't it look like, it's just the skin just don't look right. Like, that's why, like, because they used to say I use makeup, I had to, like, go loud to that. Hold on. I have glowy, nice skin. I do not wear makeup. I don't wear makeup. I have glowy, bright. I have to take care of my skin. But it looks like dead people. And when a woman is putting all that makeup on her face, she's actually looking more horrible. It takes the oil out your skin. And what a lot of black women don't understand is that stuff was for the Edomites. I don't want to say, on your channel, but that stuff was for those type of women, not you. We have natural oils in our skin that keep us hydrated. So when you take it off, the reason why you got black rings around your eyes, the reason why you got big acne dots is because of the makeup. And that makeup you putting on your face is like mixed with all kind of like dyes. So you put in dyes, 15 different color dyes. I don't know if you ever seen a woman put makeup on. Powder, she's putting this foundation cream. We keep it there. Like, it is too much. Like, and then when they wipe it off, they look crazy. Because they done suck all that oil out your skin. Now you looking at her like, damn.
Exactly. I mean, you don't want to be with nobody that's basically putting on a damn mask and a costume every damn day, just to I mean, like you said, those insecurities. I mean, it's good for some type of enhancement, and I'm not gonna knock women to want to be cute, but at the end of the day, you gotta like, if you're not comfortable, like I know, like your last live stream, hey Mike, you might have to turn your TV down, bro. But I know your last live stream, I know you said, I know you. Well, I seen that you didn't have no lashes on. So but that's real though. A woman gotta be able to sometimes come real and show realness. Like you can't come presented like being fake and shit like that. And then like some women, I don't know if you run across women that come around your channel or your group. Some women don't even know what simps are. Like, I mean, I run across that at least once or twice a month. A woman, but what's a simp?
Like, okay, so when these type of women are taught that these are the alpha men because they will do whatever you want them to do. That is why women can deal with certain men, and when they get with a real man, she is like knocked in the head, like with a brick, because she was taught that this was a good man. She was taught that the simp will do anything for sexual gratification.
Exactly.
He doesn't care. That don't mean nothing. He's carnal minded, so he leads with lust. Like, soon as that's how. And those women were taught that this was a good man. And I can tell you, like, I have women in my family that believe that a good man is a man that's gonna buy you whatever you want and ain't gonna say nothing to you. You don't have to work. You don't have to do nothing, work for nothing. You just and then you run over him. You end up cursing him out, yelling at him. That's a good man to women, the average quote unquote woman today. So when they run across a man like yourself, it's kind of like, huh? What? Huh? Because they never had to try it. They never had to do anything because it was men out there that just did anything. And a woman knows this, but she doesn't know what it's called. She knows this. She knows that she can manipulate men with her vagina. She knows it. That is why when she's in a relationship with the simp or the beta, she will always keep him on a chain chasing her pussy. That's why when he when he get bricked up, she'll say she's not to move until he gives in to what she wants. That's how she keeps him trained. And to the average woman, that's the relationship with a great man because she controls the dynamic of the relationship. So when they meet a man like you, that's not with the game. She gotta bring it and come with it. It blows her fucking mind.
So do you feel like the women that used to simps, can they even handle a real man? Or can they even accept that, oh, you're not in charge no more, Because I feel like today's society, women are just, they'll run into a man like myself, like a man like Hulk or somebody like Mike, and they'll just like literally like, you know what, these guys they know themselves, they get intimidated, and they're like, I can just go find another sucker. Do you feel like women run away from finding real men because they used to simps?
Well, let me say this first before I answer that question. What men need to understand, all women are not the same. There are two different types of women. I know they say it's 4 or 5, only 2. It's either good or bad. That's it. The daughters of Sarah and the daughters of Lilith. Now, the majority of the women men are more attracted to are the daughters of Lilith. These women can never be with a masculine man. It will be hard. It's like pulling a tooth. It will always be. She will find things about something all the time. So that's just to bring that would be the foundation of the question I'm about to answer. So now we know there's 2 different types of women. Now, no, women that dealt with these men, with those type of men, no, she cannot get with a good man. Dealing with her will be like teaching her, and she doesn't want to be taught. So it will be just a waste of your time dealing with that woman because she can go into the world. Whatever the world offered her, which was a man to submit to her, money, free education, have children, will give you money just to not have your leader in the home. And, you just do what you want to do in this world and live with who you want to live with. So, no, she cannot be with a man of stature. That's why masculine men today don't deal with low-class women. They don't even have time for them.
That's facts. I mean, I don't know if you were done, but I was gonna chime in. It was just like the movie Casino when he was he wanted old girl to be his wife, and she wouldn't respect him. She would always go back to the little pimp dude and shit, the dude that really didn't have nothing and shit. But she was always used to running what she want to run, but at the same time she didn't respect the simp, so she ran off to the alpha male. It go both ways too. Like we were saying that In that case, it was different. It was like she was with a dude that she felt like was alpha, but then she married a simp, but then she ran back to the alpha dude all the time while she was married to the simp. You remember that movie?
Well, what's the name of it?
That movie, A Casino, with
Oh, I never seen it.
shit. You
Now,
got
Casino with Robert De Niro. Check it out. It's a definitely good movie. With Sharon Stone, I believe, and Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and a couple of other actors. It's a real good movie. It's a monster movie and shit. It was good.
how you feel about that, Mike? Oh, my bad, China. What you say?
No, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Now I was gonna ask Mike how you feel about what we was just talking about a woman can't it's hard for a woman that deal with a lot of simps to convert over to a real man.
I mean, that's class A delusionalism right there.
I mean, they do. I feel like they get these type of women. They get destroyed by their mothers, and their mothers don't really. Even if their mothers had the prize and lost it, they should still tell these women what the prize is. How you feel about that, China? Do women need to tell do mothers need to tell their daughters how to move?
I mean, of course, yes, they should tell their daughters. But if they're not the daughters of Sarah, they can't teach their daughter anything. Like their daughters are the win. Like there are, and I always say this: there are concubines and there are wives. The concubines were the women that couldn't be wives. They wasn't wise. They just had their children for the king. They wasn't wise at all. So when a alpha man or a masculine man lay with this type of woman, he knows the only thing she's good for is riding, sucking. So he keeps her in that space in his life. She never moves up. She stays there. So let's say she's the concubine. She's not worthy to be a wife. She doesn't even know what that means. So he will keep her there, but the beta male sees her as wife material because he is carnal minded. Right there, that's how that goes.
I ain't hit the wrong button. I ain't delete all my damn messages. I mean, all my live stream. Damn.
Huh?
Nah, I said when you asked me for my cash app, I was about to put it on my chat, but I done messed it up. I'm new to this live stream shit.
Oh, I thought you deleted your live stream.
Nah, I deleted the messages in my chat. I'm about to try to fix it real quick.
But check it though. I'm gonna just chime in right here real quick. China, that last topic what we just played on, that was some real shit right there because a lot of the time, a majority of the mothers that will also talk the wrong shit, doing the wrong shit, teach their daughters how to do the wrong shit as well. And what happens? Their daughters turn out to be ain't shit women. The cycle repeats itself as they spread the cancer.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of times, fathers got to treat their sons how to be real men, and women got to teach their daughters how to be real ladies as well.
Facts.
I think you blocked Q9.
On accident. I don't know what the hell I pushed.
Did you unblock him?
I'm about to get it. I'm trying.
All you do is click on his name.
Okay.
Yeah, but the path and the cycle quickly follows itself when they're not keeping up with certain things that they know that they're supposed to do. That's why if you ever want to see what you're going to be dealing with in the future as far as the person that you're dating, take a very good close look at the recent generation or the generation or the kind of people that they hang around because you are who you associate yourself with as well. That's just my theory as well. So if you see that person has a certain kind of thing about them, take a look at their previous people that they hang around and shit like that. They'll tell who they are in just a sec.
Yeah, I want to ask you guys a question.
Yeah, go ahead, China.
I'm gonna have a podcast on my artist man a week to answer the women questions on my channel because I have women that leave questions that reach out to me. One of the questions, and I need women to hear it. I want women to hear what men are actually saying. If a woman, men are saying that they're not going to hold out. Masculine men, they're not going to hold out for a woman that withholds sex when he meet her. Then why is it that if she has sex with you and you first meet her, she's considered a whore? But men say they don't respect whores, but then they don't want to deal with then they'll deal with a woman and say that, then the man would say that they don't, if a woman withholds sex, he's not going to deal with her. That to me is kind of like backwards to me. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, I want to chime in, but I want to hear what Stats has to say because my shit is more in depth.
Me personally, I don't judge women that have sex with you right away because I feel like you, as a man, you did something to make yourself as a prize. Now it's levels to that shit because a woman has to, if she just be like, I just want to have sex, then of course she's just a whore. But if you meet her and y'all talk and y'all energies match, then it's a different story. Like, really, it's better for a man to actually believe that a woman is a whore. Somebody got to turn their stuff down. I hear myself echoing. But it's really better for a man to look at a woman and judge her female nature off of that. Really, when a man is all into that and judging that, they not secure with themselves. Like, for me, if I feel like I can hit something on the first night, I feel like I had the energy, she accepted my energy, we accept each other's energy. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I talked her drawers off, because I know that I present myself like a man. A lot of times the dudes that's in their head about that shit, they insecure with their own capabilities, and then they point the finger at the woman as the whole when they came in to handle a woman's real nature. That's the problem. That's how I feel. I don't know how you feel, Mike. I'm messing up on these messages. I'm trying to fix everything. Go ahead, Mike.
All right. Personally, I feel that, a lot of men have to realize that when you're dealing with a woman that you're dating, she's gonna have to have sex with other men. Period. Point blank. No matter what you do. So you shouldn't be, insecure with who you are or who you're meeting or who you're coming to the table with and what they're coming to the table with, because it's like she's having sex with other men, you could be having sex with other women. So as a man, I don't consider that to be, to that standard. When I hold myself to the standard is, okay, do she and I share something in common that we all, hold on one second.
I don't know what I did, but I'm about to fix this shit next time.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, go ahead.
The whole thing is, what a lot of people don't realize is that they have to have an understanding in what they're dealing with. If you're dealing with a woman and, she pretty much has sex with anyone else, you can't go by what society standards. You have to go by on your own standards of how you feel if you are compatible with that woman. You shouldn't just say, oh, she's a whore because she slept with a lot of people. I mean, dudes do it too. So, to say that would be like being stereotypical. On the other hand, if she's, she wants to fuck you on the first night, then yeah, she's feeling you. You know what I'm saying? That's in a woman's nature, when to be taken by a man that she feels comfortable with, that she feels like she wants to get along with. But on the other hand, if you can't go by that. So I mean, she's not considered a whore. The only issue I have with is if she's mad if she withholds sex from you. You mad and you using that as a ruse to try to control me, I'm not having that shit. I will literally say goodbye real quick, because I'm not gonna. There's a time when you tell them no. I'm not. There's certain things I will, put up with, and certain things I won't put up with. If you're mad at me, and you feel like you want to use that to hold sex to try to control me or to try to punish me, or something that I had no control over, or something that I did that you didn't agree with, yeah, you're gone. You're out of there. Kiss your ass goodbye. I don't want to fuck with you no more. That's just my theory. But on the other hand, if you don't feel comfortable with me, and over time I give you a certain time limit to whether I want to do you or not, and I'm not feeling you, I would just say let's just be friends and go our separate ways. That's it.
I mean, I'm gonna look at one more. I'm gonna chime in one more time about this China, but I look at like real men. We look for fun, not frustration with women, and a lot of times when our energies are matching from day one, and and you're sexually attracted to me, I'm sexually attracted to you. A man knows, when he knows when he wants it from a woman, just like a man know when a woman is entertaining a man that she eventually want to give him some. So at the end of the day, a woman, a real man that knows himself, like I said before, will go a long way with a woman just show that sexuality. But when a woman holding back, that mean, sometimes a woman that do like have sex with you the first day and be like in her head the next day, those the type of women that scare me, because I feel like they've been like they didn't fell for niggas that they sells or ran game. So those are the women that kind of like, for me, that's the only thing that turned me off by having sex with a woman on the first night, besides if the energy wasn't there. Like, she literally, I ain't gonna fuck her, I ain't gonna have sex with her if she literally like just throw it at me. I gotta feel like I literally seduced her, talked to her, had some type of attraction for me to have sex with her. But like I said, if she wake up the next day talking about you ain't gonna call me no more, or I don't believe I done that and all that shit, then that's just fucking up the energy. And then at the end of the day, I will be like, I'm good, because I don't have time for that energy. We're grown people. We did a grown act, and that is what it is. So
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
How you feel? You good with that, China?
Okay, yeah. So when I'm ready to do the podcast, I'm gonna have you on short podcast and answer some questions for the women.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, and this is my point of view on it. I feel like a woman should be so gained that nothing the man that you're talking to, or speaking with or chilling with, can get you to open your legs. Like, it has to be some standards there when it comes to a woman. I think that we're living in a time that women, sex is nothing anymore. It has no value, and it doesn't have value to the if she's not in a relationship with you. She doesn't have a connection with you. If you're not teaching her, leading her, if you're not her man, of course it's not going to have value. So you're not going to value the average chick that throw her pussy at you just because she throw her pussy at you. I understand that. But that is where the woman of substance step in. It has to be something more than just sex like a man. She views sex like a man, because in order for me to give you a piece of me, to allow you inside of me, to ejaculate inside of me, when 99.9%, if you're not wearing a condom, I can bring life into this world from you. I can bring life into this world from you. I value my body, my vagina, my mind, my soul, just like you value your penis. So that's my point of view on it. And when I tell women this, it's kind of like, oh, we're living in a time that nothing wrong with that. Well, that's the woman without substance. You reveal sex like it's nothing. You don't value your vagina. Like, you don't value what goes in it. You don't value what comes out of it. So that's my point of view on it. I'll probably get a little bit more deeper than, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it got to be way more than your words to get me to open my legs. It got to be way more than your looks. All of that stuff don't matter to me. It doesn't matter at all. Zero.
I think I got the trolls calling. Somebody called restricted. I don't do the restricted. Y'all gonna have to call straight up.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
I think
them trolls still ain't fucking learned that lesson. They must be at home on some social distancing, but their mind has socially distanced as fucking common sense.
Well,
all right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all finish y'all show. Thanks. I'm gonna support the channel. Shout out to y'all. Support my brother. So salute to you. And the guy, what's your name again? Mike.
Yeah. What's going on,
Mike?
Let's see. It might be a troll. If it ain't, we'll see. I'm gonna answer this one. I don't know about these fucking trolls. Hello.
Yo, what's up, cuz?
Who this?
Hi, this is Thomas Ross Babin.
Oh yeah.
I'm coming for your Cheeto looking ass, cuz.
Oh.
Hey, look at your face.
Oh.
How you a pussy, ho? Nigger.
I knew it. Fucking troll. They was coming. I knew they was coming tonight.
Yeah.
Fucking trolls. They come in all the time.
Right.
Was all good. But
good, man. Fuck them.
We ain't about to worry about no damn trolls.
Real shit.
I mean, they don't stop us from doing what we gotta do. But anyway, we about to go ahead and end it. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like, But we're gonna end up in this one. You got anything to say to the people about being delusional before we get out this, Mike?
Man, it's real crazy, man. For the people that are being delusional, man, sometimes you just gotta fucking let go of that rope, man, and let them hang them fucking selves. For real. Don't even bother with them. If you know that they're delusional, you can't tell them shit, you can't teach them shit. Let the chips fall where they may. Let them get hit with that stacks. You know what I'm saying? That stacks mentality and let reality hit their ass. That's it. Fuck them.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a troll. You right, Q-Knox. My bad for deleting your messages, man. Get that motherfuckers out of here, man. Get these motherfuckers out of here. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. They ain't got nothing to do with. Hey, they probably jacking off watching porn all day. Anyway, but yeah, y'all. I mean, I basically want I appreciate Q-Knox for coming in. My boy Golden Child, you missed it a little bit, bro. But it's all good, man. Just go on, jump in, and look at the replay, bro. I'm gonna get off this, but basically, being delusional at the end of the day is not doing the work. You must do the work to become better, for yourself, for your plan, for your purpose, for your program, for your life, and generally. And the only way you're gonna be the best version of you is working on yourself, being real, being honest with yourself by looking in the mirror and understanding how can I get better as a man, how can I get better as a woman. What happened? Society is gonna lie to you forever. You gotta know how to move in society without looking at all the delusion, because it will be an illusion to you. It won't be real. So the best thing I want you guys to do is attack your life. I want you to stack up your life, and I want you to always have a plan, purpose, program, and love who you are as a man and a woman. And I'm gonna holler at you guys next week on next week's live stream. Mike, you got anything else to say?
Not much, brother. Just keep it real with other people. Most of all, keep it real with yourself. You should be fine. And work on your purpose, and you'll do fine.
All right. Well, hey, at the end of the day, it wasn't a bad live stream. I figured out how to give everybody a wrench. So my people, my family in here I got everybody their wrench. So I ain't figured it out last week, but now I figured it out by messing up Q-Knox's message, man. My bad, bro. I wasn't trying to block you, but I got everybody in there. I'm not blocking no blessings, because you guys are the blessings to my channel and the blessings to me. Thanks for China White calling in. Go subscribe to her channel. If you're a woman, you listen to this playback, go check out China White, because she give you real feminine as a woman. So I'm gonna put my cash app in the chat before I leave, so you guys know what it is. So that's what it is, guys. My Cash App, Stack44219. That's my Cash App and my PayPal. I should put PayPal by, but I ain't really tripping on y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all ain't really have to do anything with the Cash App thing like that. I don't really ask for too much nothing. It's just all about, you guys coming here, listen to what I got to say and pass it on. Make sure you guys hit that like when y'all leave and share this video, because I feel like delusional men and delusional women are destroying the world. And I'm going to holler at you guys on the next live stream next week, Stack Attack Sunday. Holler at you guys later. Bye.